Hello guys and welcome to SteveKnows. We've got lots of little virtual reality news stories with you because at the start of the year since Christmas has hit, it's not been that crazy in the virtual reality space. There's not many new and exciting pieces of news, but I've got some good ones for you today, so let's get started. First, let's start off with this because I know some of you may be wondering what happened to the custom environment, and some people also didn't have the unknown sources on your OculusQuest menus. Apparently there was an Oculus server-side error that caused this to be unavailable. The issue didn't seem to last very long. It was fixed on the same day, so when I came home and I restarted my headset it wasn't there, and I was kind of upset. Later on in that day it was fixed and I had to update my video. But what had me worried about this is that there is evidence now that our headsets are communicating in a very interesting way with Oculus. And I know some people started getting worried that what happens when they end support for the Oculus Quest? Does that mean we're then going to have a brick of a headset? Because not everyone's like us, not everyone's an early adopter. Some people are going to have this headset for so many years to come. What about them? I personally would love some confirmation from Facebook about what it is that's being sent to and from the headset, because if it's affecting the content that we see, I kind of feel uncomfortable with that. I don't know what they're doing. I'd like them to come out and give me the exact statement of what's occurring with the data that's going back and forth from my headset to their servers, because given their track record, it does put me on the back foot. Zuck! So let's talk about a new game that's coming to the Oculus Quest, coming from Coretopia Studios, an Alice in Wonderland inspired title called Down the Rabbit Hole. This is the same company that brought us the game Wands as well, if you've played that on the Oculus Quest. This game is set to come out on the 26th of March as well, so next month there's going to be a new title on the Oculus Quest store, which is great because it's slow. The start of the year has been slow for game releases. It was so good from the release of the Quest all the way up to Christmas, but now it's just kind of dropped off a bit. You may have seen some gameplay already for this title way back in August 2019 when loads of YouTubers got sent some early releases to try out before the game was released, but it got delayed. Not unheard of. If you've played games like Moss and you liked it, then this game may be for you, as it has that godlike view. It's a puzzler where you're guiding this little girl through a series of tunnels and taking in the wonder of the 19th century classic Alice in Wonderland. You can even interact with the environment, change your point of view, move around the environment as you deal with different characters that are within the tunnel. You can move elements, knock leaves off of the trees. It's a great combination of storytelling and immersion. Coretopia have also stated that your actions will determine how the story pans out, so it adds replayability, which many games don't have. I love that. You can uncover all of the special endings, and this is all determined with the interactions that you have, the dialogue that you have, the choices that you choose for your backstory. It looks like a pretty interesting game, because sometimes you just don't want to stand up and get out of breath like a workout to play a game. Sometimes I just want to sit on my ass and play something, and it looks perfect for that, solving puzzles, getting lost in a nice world. And this one you may have already heard of because the news has probably spread like wildfire, and that is to do with Pokemon VR on the Oculus Quest. It's not available via SideQuest, and it's not available on the official store. The guy's probably going to get a massive lawsuit, so it's down on the hush, and you may want to grab it as soon as possible so you don't miss out on it. So I'm going to show you now how to set this up because it's super easy to do, and then you can enjoy this game for yourself. So what you want to do is join the Discord, go to the release channel and select one of the APK files. I do recommend the light version, as the other one I kept getting crashes, lots of bugs. The light version was a lot more stable. This will take you to a website called mega.nz. It's not a dodgy website, don't panic, you are supposed to be there. The website will look like it's downloading something to itself. You have to wait for this to complete before it allows you to download it onto your client. Now when this is downloaded, open up SideQuest and drag and drop this APK file with your headset plugged into the computer, and voila! This game is full of problems, and it's likely going to have Nintendo coming down on it like a ton of bricks. So I say enjoy it while you can and get a taste of Pokemon VR, because you'll get an idea of what it could be like as you get to explore all of the classic cities in the same style as it was when I was playing on my 2D handheld. When you start the game, you've got to go to your Pokedex and select so many Pokemon. I think they have around 750 to choose from. So if you're not like me and didn't start with the original 151, you had all the Neo Pokemon, all the extra generations, there's loads there as well that you've probably played with. So once you've selected your team, you can take the Pokeball from your wrist, throw it down, and see the Pokemon that you've chosen come to life in front of you. It really is an awesome thing to think that there's 750 Pokemon assets there waiting for you to throw down and check out. There's not much to do in the game apart from that, but if you're lucky enough to be walking around and bump into someone else, you can get into a player versus player trainer battle. This follows the same recipe as the classic game with the turn-based battle system where he goes, you go, she goes, you go. We've played it before. So now all they need to do is add wild Pokemon that we can catch, gyms, and even grabbing berries off the tree. That would be a nice touch. There is a new game coming to the Oculus Quest, and the first time I saw this being played was by Ninjo, dressed up as a ninja, and it had me in hysterics. O-Shape is a rhythm-based virtual reality title from Odder's Lab that has a unique twist from the typical style of games you've likely played before. You have to move your body into certain poses as the wall comes towards you, with a shape carved out for your body to go through. The VR game of the show, Hole in the Wall. But as you improve and the play gets harder and harder, gets more difficult, you have to really move fast and it becomes an intense workout game. This title did drop on PC VR in December 2019, so you can pick it up now as well if you've got a PC to play it on. But this kind of game benefits from the wireless freedom. I don't want to be moving around really fast and intensely with a long wire behind me. It just sounds like a recipe for disaster. A huge side note now is that SideQuest is doing a giveaway. They're giving away over $2,000 worth of goodies, and the reason for this giveaway is that SideQuest are going to be at GDC on March the 14th. And since SideQuest became available in the early days when the Oculus Quest was released, it's been one of the places to go to, one of the best places to go to for free content, pre-release concepts, developers to get their name out there. It's created an entire community around it. It's more than just an app. So because of this, you have a chance of winning a ton of games and an Oculus Quest headset, which since they're sold out is a pretty rare gem. And all you have to do to enter is complete 4 out of 5 steps. Follow them on Twitter, join the Discord, sign up to SideQuest and retweet something. And for a triple dose of luck, you can triple your chances of winning by joining their Patreon. First prize is a quest with 13 games, the same for second place. Third place is an Oculus Go, with some Steam VR games. There are also 4 runner-up prizes as well that you may want to win, which is a bunch of games, a mix between Quest and Steam VR titles. There's so many giveaways going on, and don't forget to join my giveaway for the Oculus Quest, which is going to be announced next week. It's getting close. Now let's talk about Half-Life Alyx. As the game draws near now, 5 weeks away, it's always been the last stretch that just seems to feel like forever, the longest. But pre-order bonuses are coming on the 2nd of March, but I don't have that. But luckily, we've now got even more images of the game, as before we got to see a man ruined by a head crab, some environment details, Combine soldiers' uniforms, and these new images showed the disturbing nature of this title just a little bit more. Previously, I was really excited, but now after seeing these, I'm creeped out. So I'm going to go over the images that have been released. Some of them are really interesting. I'm not going to go over all of them because some just aren't, but I'll leave a link so you guys can check them all out yourself. So in shot 1, we see another weapon, a pistol with an interesting reticle, and gravity gloves are on. Looks like you're about to head into battle. It looks great. Shot 2, we have an above view of a creature that looks like a fast zombie with some long ass nails and fingers and what looks like pincers around its mouth. This is one of the head crab evolutions once it's got a host. Shot 5, there is another shot of the evolution of the head crab here, of a scientist in their hazmat and some unlucky guy here. Oh, it's getting me excited. It makes me wish I had an index. Shot 6, I don't even know what this is. Is it a genome? Let me know if you know. But all I know is I would not walk down that hallway. No thank you. Shot 7 is a nice shot of a computer room run by the old man that you may have seen in the trailer. This is a member of the Resistance, voiced by Murray I think, called Russell. And shot 8, I love this shot. I love it when games are just not in the dark, because when creepy, sinister games are out in the sunlight, it just, I don't know, I enjoy it. But what's great about this shot is that it gives you a sense of scale, and hopefully that translates in the virtual reality world. These beautiful buildings, these stunning environments. Shot 9 is an up-close, high-resolution detailed shot of the gravity gloves. This is a great image as it shows you how the HUD is going to be incorporated in the game. This is something I'm really interested in every time a game comes out. How has the developer solved that problem that you no longer have a HUD? It has to be incorporated in the environment, on your body. It's an interesting thing to tackle. So on this, you can see there's 3 hearts. I'm guessing that's life. There's also 2 lights. Is that to do with power? I'm not sure. But the visuals look great here as well. You can see all of the reflections. There's even reflections on the fingernails. No wonder that the specs for this game, the minimum specs, are higher than the usual. It looks incredible. It's so clear that this game was built from the ground up for virtual reality. They would have had to have planned meticulously to deliver this level of detail, and we need it. We need someone to prove that these epic games can be successful. If you invest the time and the money, you don't have to charge £30. You can charge the extra, just deliver a great game, and it will be successful. Because this is the start. If this does well, we're going to see even more great, heavily invested virtual reality games. So if you're someone that's on the fence about this, you should probably do it just to support the community, because we're all going to benefit from it. I can't wait. So that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for sticking around and checking out these bits of news. Don't forget to join the giveaway, subscribe to stick around for next time, and thank you to my Patreons, guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's deeply appreciated. Happy gaming, guys. Good day.